I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
An ordinary morning at Incheon International Airport suddenly turned into an unforgettable moment. Picture this: thousands of cameras, spotlights, and a crowd standing in anticipation, all for one figure. Kim Taehyung, or V from BTS as we know him, finally returned to the entertainment world after his long hiatus for his mandatory military service. But this time, it wasn't just his steps that surprised us. This was his first performance that was so stunning after his hiatus. What exactly was going on behind all this? Get ready, because this is V's journey that is ready to change the world once again. On that morning full of anticipation, Taehyung stepped out of the terminal doors in stunning style. It was as if the world stopped for a moment, just to witness how an icon returned to his stage. With calm steps and a confident expression, he greeted his fans, ARMY, who had been waiting for hours. There was no drama, just Taehyung shining with his natural grace. That morning, the world saw a man who was more than just an idol. He was a legend who was starting a new chapter in his life. His departure abroad to attend a global fashion brand event has added new speculation among fans. Is this part of a big project that has been long awaited? The brand that Taehyung has worked with is known for its campaigns that always bring a luxurious aura, and this time, it looks like V will be the main face of the campaign. But what exactly is in store? Fans can't help but wonder, especially after his mysterious Instagram posts before his departure. Even before Taehyung left, he had already left small clues for fans. 2 photos uploaded on his Instagram story had sparked major speculation. The first photo showed Taehyung taking care of himself with a face mask, with the caption, "Yeah, I'm doing self-care now." The second photo, which was even more attention-grabbing, showed a close-up of his face with the caption, "Wait and watch." Was this a sign that something big was in the works? Fans were immediately connected to his departure, feeling that a big project was waiting to be announced. As soon as Taehyung arrived at the airport, the ARMY crowd grew even bigger. They knew that this wasn't just an ordinary appearance, this was a big moment. V, who has been away from the media spotlight for a long time, is now back with a stronger and more confident aura. How can he still be charming even though he has just finished his military service? The answer lies in Taehyung's ability to bring a natural charisma that captivates the world, even at the airport, a place that usually does not radiate the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world. And of course, ARMY did not miss out on celebrating their idol's return. Most of the fans who were present at the airport looked very emotional, some even shed tears seeing Taehyung return to the public world. This was a highly anticipated meeting, an emotional moment that gave new hope. Taehyung's return is a sign that BTS and its members' journey is entering a new, more glorious phase. Speculations about collaborations with big brands are getting stronger, with names like Celine and Cartier in the spotlight. However, even though everything remains a mystery, one thing is clear: Taehyung is increasingly establishing himself as a global fashion icon. His courage in choosing unique and bold styles has earned him respect all over the world. His every move and fashion choice is always watched, inspiring millions who want to emulate his iconic style. Every time Taehyung performs, whether on stage or outdoors, he always manages to transform the place into a runway. At the airport, that morning, he showed how a star's charm can make an ordinary atmosphere extraordinary. Even Korean media journalists wrote, "The airport turns into a runway every time BTS's V steps on it." And indeed, Taehyung has the ability to make every place he steps on feel like a catwalk, full of style, full of charm. This is a moment that is bigger than just a departure. This is Taehyung's first step back from his national service, and ARMY knows that every step he takes has meaning. Many predict that this trip will be part of a major campaign for the fall 2025 season, and some believe that Taehyung will appear on some prestigious fashion shows like Paris Fashion Week or Milan Fashion Week. Will we really see V perform on a bigger international stage? The possibilities are wide open. Prior to his departure, several sources reported that Taehyung also had a secret photo shoot with an international magazine's editorial team. This added to speculation that the project in question was not just a fashion campaign, but perhaps a larger collaboration involving more creative elements, including art, music, and visuals. As someone who is known to have a deep appreciation for art and aesthetics, perhaps this is Taehyung's way of exploring a more artistic side of himself. However, while all of this speculation is exciting, it's important to remember that Taehyung has always been selective when it comes to his projects. He never rushes to reveal what he's up to. Taehyung knows how to maintain exclusivity and mystery around major career moves. This is what makes his every move so meaningful. Every decision is always calculated, and the results are always extraordinary. Fans may wait, but they know that whatever comes, it will definitely be worth the long wait. As the world prepares for Taehyung's return to the world stage, armies can't stop wondering what will happen next. From the airport to social media, Taehyung's every move is now in the spotlight. And every move, no matter how small, creates ripples that are felt around the world. From his confident facial expressions to his steady strides, there's something different this time. Something that feels bigger, more moving, and more compelling. Taehyung's piercing gaze as he walks through the airport is more than just a casual look, it's a statement. An unspoken but meaningful message. Maybe it's not just about the journey, but about the new phase he's embarking on. There's a sense of a new world waiting for him to explore, and Taehyung is ready to face it with confidence. His departure this time seems to open a new chapter in his career. Not just a simple event, but a symbol of the many opportunities that will come after. With every step, there's a sense of transition, as if the K-pop world is preparing to enter a new era, and Taehyung is the one leading the change. All eyes are now on him, waiting for his next move. While fans continue to guess, one thing is for sure, Taehyung is back with a bigger purpose. There's no doubt about his commitment to entertainment. As if after completing his national service, he is now ready to lead the fashion and art world in a way that has never been seen before. With an undeniable aura, V has stepped into a wider and more challenging world. However, behind the excitement, there is an undeniable calmness in Taehyung. He doesn't need to say much to let the world know that he is ready to return. With just his signature smile and easy steps, he tells fans everything they need to know. This is not just the return of an idol, but the return of someone who is ready to conquer the world with his own vision and way. While there has been no official confirmation regarding what project will be announced, the signs are clear. The mysterious photo uploads on Instagram only strengthen the speculation that Taehyung is preparing a big surprise. In a world filled with surprises, V has managed to create suspense that keeps every fan on their toes. What is he preparing? A solo project? An international collaboration? The world can't wait to find out. For Taehyung, every step he takes is meaningful. Behind his simplicity and calmness, there is an extraordinary power. Fans who are used to the suspense and mystery that V offers know that every important moment is to be cherished. This journey is no different. It is a sign that we are entering a new era in his career, and everything is about to get bigger and bolder. When it comes to fashion, the world knows that Taehyung is an icon. His style of dress always makes a splash and becomes the center of attention. This time, at the airport, he did not just come in a casual look, he came with a confidence that showed that the fashion world is preparing to welcome him. V is a star who not only inspires his fans, but also becomes a symbol for the younger generation who dare to be creative and stand out. On the other hand, there is also a growing hope among BTS fans that this is a sign that a BTS reunion is imminent. After the members of BTS finished their military service, many believe that Taehyung's return is the beginning of a big step forward for the legendary group. With every step he takes, Taehyung brings new hope, the hope of a bigger and stronger BTS. However, despite the speculation, Taehyung has never been in a hurry to tell the world what he is up to. When he speaks with actions, not words. Every post, every step, is a message without having to say it directly. V knows how to keep the suspense that keeps the world interested and waiting. It's part of his charm and appeal, the ability to make every move feel significant and unforgettable. Perhaps this is the phase where Taehyung is ready to show the wider world who he is, not just as a member of BTS, but as an individual with his own vision and goals. With everything he has achieved, it is time for him to explore a different side of himself that he has not fully revealed to the public. The world is about to see more of him, from the artist, from the creator, from a different Taehyung. Taehyung's departure abroad is a sign that the world is ready to welcome him back with open arms. But this isn't just the return of an idol. This is the return of someone with great influence, someone who could change the course of the global entertainment and fashion industry. With undeniable charisma, Taehyung is ready to show that he is more than just a K-pop star. He is a force that is preparing to change the world.
The noose it fits, I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update, that shit worse.